And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
All right, let's go. Hey, Soko, it's a hunt.
On play action, Lawrence. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for 28 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Play action, it's Lawrence. That's taken in by Golden. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with an amazing diving catch. And the Packers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll throw with Penix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
On the return. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 23 yards, the final tally. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
That's to Kraft, the tight end. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's bringing it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 38. And to throw again is Lawrence. Finding Williams once more, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. 2 yards to go, second down.
Think right open. Hey. Darn it.
Here's Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the Pats.
They spent the week of practice in. We know our rating's not that great, and we know we're facing the number 1 passing team in the league, but there are some things that we can do. Give ourselves a chance in this game. You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
A 47-yard attempt.
And McManus had a little too much slice on it. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wound up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. They'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Hey, go.
And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
11. These are 24. Son, it's a...
They go play action now. Lawrence. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The Packers in a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing the best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking to go 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, I'm gone. Hey, easy.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Williams brings it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Go, let's go.
Lawrence will throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Lawrence. That is caught. It's Williams. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Got it. Ready? 11. Hey, here we go.
They go play action with Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards down to the 13.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Hey, Lion. Take right open. Soga, hot. Here we go, Sahara.
Now Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Think right. Hey, let's.
Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll be hit and taken down at the 21. So a man shaken up on the play, and this is certainly noteworthy. It's Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
60 Bobcat. Go.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never got a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage. I tell you, Brandon, this defensive playing with some confidence, haven't allowed a point yet, flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To the air, Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now.
Blake Gillikin in punt formation.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Touchdown! Savion Williams with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers are able to add on to that lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 22.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And looking to throw, Penix. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
2nd and 10. Here's Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To throw again is Penix. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and giving to the quarterback. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Lawrence from his end zone. Short throw. He's got Kraft. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second down and 3.
Hey, I'm gun. Hey, easy. Ralph. Hey, Ginger.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's to Golden. He's got it right side. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Lawrence. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Lawrence going to throw again. Able to find his man, Kraft. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Hey. 13, Luke.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll throw now on the final play. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam now. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Play action. It's Lawrence. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cup, 79 Broncos.
Back to throw, Willis. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Now a run here off the ill-advised throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Partner, I think this one won a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the lane. Zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Now Penix. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Down to about the 45. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football.
First down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll throw with Penix. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make it 24-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Let's go.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Sink right. Rip, 23.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 52 yards. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On the handoff, Watson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
35-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time they looking to throw Penix. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. And they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. A play fake. Now Penix. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the 1 touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
We're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That is caught. It's Williams. Back to receptions for him, and it's another first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Savion Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter. And they'll get this right past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On the draw, Robinson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down in the 32.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Falcons.
To the air, Penix.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here we go.
And looking to throw, Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Penix working out of the gun here. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On the bootleg, it's Penix. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers,
they bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Shifts by him. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They are going for it. Penix. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Ready?
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Green Bay, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4.